Hi, everybody. I'm back. I'm going to read something and then I'm going to discuss it. Today, we're going to talk about the duality of the Patriot and the evolutionary communities. And that can be plugged into a variety of different narratives and agendas nowadays. Okay, so here we go. These two distinct communities have emerged seemingly at odds with one another: the Patriot community and the evolutionary community. Their ideologies and approaches may appear diametrically opposed. At closer examination, we can reveal where common threads intertwine and similarities actually emerge. All right, so let's first talk about the Patriot community, the guardians of tradition. At its core, the Patriot community is driven by a profound love for their nation and its history and its traditions. They view themselves as guardians of the values and principles that have shaped their country's identity, fiercely defending what they perceive as the bedrock of their society. Patriotism, in their eyes, is a sacred duty, a responsibility to preserve and protect the legacy of their ancestors. The evolutionary community are the seekers of transformation. In perceivable contrast, the evolutionary community is propelled by a vision of a rapidly changing world where societal norms and structures must adapt and evolve to meet the demands of a new era. They embrace change as catalyst for growth, seeking to transcend the limitations of traditional paradigms and rather usher in a transformed reality that aligns with their aspirations for a more equitable, sustainable, and spiritually awakened world. Let's talk about the paradox, the shared roots and aspirations. Despite their apparent divergence, the Patriot and evolutionary communities share a common foundation, a deep-seated desire to safeguard the essence of what they hold sacred. For the Patriot community, the essence resides in the preservation of their nation's heritage and values, while for the evolutionary community, it lies within the cultivation of higher consciousness and the attainment of a more enlightened existence. This shared aspiration, though expressed through contrasting lenses, reveals a profound duality, a paradoxical interplay between the forces of tradition and transformation. Both communities seek to protect and nurture that which they deem essential, whether it be, as we mentioned, the nation's identity or the seeds of a global awakening. Furthermore, both of these communities harbor a deep sense of responsibility, a conviction that their efforts are not merely personal pursuits, but part of a greater mission to shape the world around them. And you can see this very obviously in the amount of emotionality that's playing out within the world right now. The Patriot community sees itself as the custodian of their nation's future, while evolutionary community envisions itself as the catalyst for humanity's collective evolution. So I just want you to kind of think about these words that I'm saying and parse them and, really see where you lie and try to open yourself to this perspective of a potential similarity here. So embracing the paradox really is the reconciliation that maybe we are looking for. So in this interplay of duality, the path to reconciliation lies in embracing the paradox itself. Rather than viewing these communities as opposing forces, it is essential to recognize that their shared humanity and their common aspirations are actually complementary in nature. The Patriot community can learn from the evolutionary community's vision of adaptation and growth, recognizing that traditions and values are not static, but must evolve to remain relevant and meaningful in our changing world. Conversely, the evolutionary community can draw wisdom from the Patriot community's reverence for heritage and the importance of preserving the foundations that so many have worked for to shape our collective journey. So I want to just hear what you guys think about this. There is this really glaring apparent duality and, quite frankly, hatred and a lot of emotions that are cultivating a lot of suffering. And I just want to know, in your idea of this, like, where do you stand? Can you see the paradox? Can you see the middle path? And yeah, how do we help to bridge this war, this divide that's between us, to help us to just truly sit down and see the ways that actually we're both really trying. I think we're both really trying, and we're passionate about, as I mentioned, what is sacred, this sacred. So really to define what is sacred to us, what is truly sacred to us. And if we can sit down with this open-heartedness and this intelligence that's not based in judgment, but rather paradox, maybe we can create something that's, a little bit more intelligently designed. Thanks, guys.